Well, our next final is mixed doubles, and looking at the semi-final stage, very nice to see 4 different nations involved. But the only seeded pair left in were the Koreans by the last 4, Go Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na. Well, as far as the English pair are concerned, this is their first Super Series tournament final this year, and what a place to do it. There they are, the married couple, Chris and Gabby Adcock, up against the number 3 seeds, Go Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na. Well, the mixed doubles finalists, I'm sure that Chris and Gabby Adcock, the nerves will be jangling. They've only ever won 1 Super Series title. That was in Hong Kong.
This is the Dubai World Super Series Finals. Time for the mixed doubles final. Let's welcome the players. First up from England, Chris and Gabby Adcock.
Chris and Gabby Adcock, the married couple. Semi-finalists at the Super Series Finals a year ago. This year, they've gone at least 1 better. For the 2013 Hong Kong Super Series winners, this is their first Super Series tournament final this year.
And please welcome their opponents, the number 3 seeds from Korea, Go Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na.
Well, for the number 3 seeds, Go Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na, this has been a very good year for them, finishing the Super Series standings at 3, having played 11 of the 12 tournaments. They won 2 consecutive titles back-to-back, the Denmark Premier Super Series, and then a week later, the French Open in Paris. Well, our court officials, the introductions, the pleasantries, and then the toss of the coin.
I'm sorry, yellow, green.
Green, please.
Green, and you yellow. This side.
That's interesting. Koreans have chosen ends and chosen to start this near side of the court.
Cool.
So the kit bags move to the opposite ends of the court. So the mixed doubles final, Chris and Gabby Adcock against Go Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na of Korea, the number 3 seeds. Well, Chris and Gabby Adcock, Chris 26 years of age, Gabby 25. The number 7 in the world ranking at the moment. They have been as high as 5. And this year they finished the Super Series ranked 8 on the Super Series list, having played 11 of the 12 tournaments. As far as all their tournaments are concerned, they've been in 1 final. That was the Bitburger Grand Prix Gold. They've played 15 tournaments. But prior to these Super Series finals, the best they'd done was 2 semi-finals at Super Series level, but 8 quarter-finals, and that really indicates that how consistent they are. Well, they came through Group A as Group A winners because their Thursday match that they lost against the defending champions, the World and Olympic champions, Zhang Nan and Zhao Yunlei, became null and void because they withdrew from the competition. They then beat Lee and Choi from Hong Kong in 3 games, as indeed they'd beaten the number 4 seeds on Wednesday in 3 games. In the semi-final yesterday, they were fantastic. They looked so sharp against Praveen Jordan and Debbie Susanto, winning in 45 minutes. As you can see, it was a close second game, but I thought they were playing exceedingly well. So to their opponents, the number 3 seeds, Go Sung-hyun, he's 28. Kim Ha-na will turn 26 later this month. She was born in Jeju, the island off the south of the country. They're currently number 6 in the world ranking. They have been, like their opponents, as high as 5 in the world ranking, but they finished the year number 3. Incidentally, they were number 1 after winning the French Super Series. They were number 1 on the Super Series standings. Now, as far as their win-loss record for the year is concerned, they've been in 4 finals and they've won 4 titles prior to this, including those 2 Super Series. So they haven't lost a final all year. As far as their path through to today's final, well, it's exemplary. They have won all of their matches, but as you can see, all 4 matches have gone the full distance. So they haven't had things all their own way, but certainly keeping an unblemished record is very impressive indeed. So this will be the 4th meeting between these 2 pairs, and if you're an English fan, that will be fairly alarming, because all 3 previous encounters have been won by the number 3 seeds, Go Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na. The last time they met was in the semi-final of this year's French Open, and as you can see, it was 2 straight games. And of course, as I've told you, Go Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na went on to take the title at the French Open. But the first 2 times that these 2 pairs met each other, it did go the full distance. There are umpire Sang Liang of China, Eddie Rufianto of Indonesia is our service judge for this one.
Ready to play?
So, Steen, what a time for the English combination to come good for the Super Series finals. Not been in a Super Series tournament final all year.
That's about when to peak.
Absolutely. Yeah. And I've thought yesterday, I mean, we've talked because Gabby Adcock has struggled with her low serve, with her confidence, and she did really well yesterday. There were 1 or 2 errors, but I thought in general her serving was much, much better.
It seems like it's slightly improving, and
yeah.
I mean, playing like this and performing like this here in Dubai probably increases her self-confidence, and that might rub off on the service as well.
Yeah. And of course, Chris Adcock yesterday, I thought on the mid-court area, gosh, he was good, wasn't he? He was playing lovely little blocks. He was jumping on the half-court pushes very quickly indeed. But they're up against a pair, Go Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na, who have got the winning feeling this year, having won 2 Super Series titles and 2 Grand Prix Gold events as well, the Chinese Taipei Grand Prix Gold and their home event, the Korean Grand Prix Gold. So they've got the winning ways about them.
Ladies
so this is going to be a fascinating match.
Go Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na, Korea. And on my left, Chris Adcock and Gabrielle Adcock, England. Gabrielle Adcock to serve to Go Sung-hyun. Level play.
So the English pair creating history today. The first English badminton players to reach a final at the Super Series finals. And incidentally, they are the only finalists today not to have contested a Super Series tournament final earlier in the year.
Oi. What was that?
Yeah, what happened there?
some kind of tripping or misreading
1,
from
2.
Chris Adcock.
Yeah, it seemed to do a little jump in the air that wasn't really appropriate.
It's interesting to see whether they will settle in quickly, the English pair, or just need a little time to adapt to the situation, having not participated in the Super Series final this year.
And we've noticed a tremendous improvement in this lady, Kim Ha-na. Really, over the last 6 months or so, we were doubting her capabilities at the Sudirman Cup finals in Dongguan.
Ko Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na have been the pair of the fall season here in the Super Series circuit. Of course, Jiangnan Zhao Yunlei taking that title for the spring and the summer, including the World Championship.
Yeah.
Kim.
That's tremendous play from the left-hander.
And very good coverage from
4-3.
Gabrielle Adcock at the net sets this up.
Thank you. Wait.
And look how far to the right she's standing.
4-3.
Kim Ha-na.
No,
Gabby.
Gabby White. Sorry, not Gabby White. I said it again like yesterday.
Yes.
Gabby Adcock,
Yes.
the former Gabby White.
Yeah, before their marriage. Yeah, you're all right about that. Yes. It's a nice change of pace.
Service over.
A little block at the net from
5-4.
Gabby Adcock.
We can definitely take the settle in the final settings. Very nice start from the Adcocks.
Service over.
Yeah, and I suppose
5-all.
here in the final, the English combination haven't really anything to lose. I know that might sound funny because, of course, there's a title up for stake. But, you know, coming into the Dubai World Super Series finals, nobody would have said they were title challengers when you've got world and Olympic champions, you've got former All England champions, Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Natsir, this Korean pair that's done so well in the autumn, as you've said.
Yeah, there's no expectations here. I mean, should they lose this match, it's still been a great tournament for them, and I mean,
7-5.
they had a little luck during the group stage that Zhao Yunlei withdrew, because had she played and won the last match in the group, then the Adcocks, no matter that they won 2 matches in the group stage, they would still not have qualified for the semi-finals. Suddenly, they were assured of a semi-final place and definitely took advantage of it.
8-5.
Winning a very good match yesterday against Praveen Jordan and Debbie Susanto, where they more or less controlled the match from the beginning to the end.
This is one of 4 straight points.
Okay.
It's a good serve. Yeah, that's that half-court shot that I was talking about.
Service over.
That time he let it drop too low.
6,
It
9.
really is important to take those half-court shots as early as possible. Yeah, that's below net height.
Service over. 10-6.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that the head-to-head score was 3-0 in favor of the Koreans, but they played a very close match last year here at the Super Series finals.
11-6 interval.
So, a 5-point advantage for the English pair against the number 3 seeds here at the mid-game interval. Just 6 minutes.
Give her that slow shot, she plays a scoop shot on the back to the front. Okay, really good start. Keep nice and settled on the service. Really good watch. Your positioning coming off.
Yeah, tired.
It didn't seem to be anything too specific there from Peter Jeffrey,
no.
did there?
Perhaps a little thing regarding the mid-court play that as Adcock interpreted it, he wanted Chris Adcock to stay in the middle court after playing a shot from that area. Nice short service from Gabby Adcock there.
That is tremendous play from the Koreans.
12.
Little hold and flick over Chris Adcock's head. That one did all the damage. Well, it was a good serve from Kim Ha-na, and that little sort of topspin return from Chris Adcock just wide. That's nice. Yeah. Well, how many drop shots was that in the middle of the rally from Chris Adcock? And I liked the variation of pace, but I thought that it was becoming too repetitive.
Yeah, I think the idea is that they'd like to really start the attack from the middle of the backcourt, or even in his his forehand. That means
Oh, string's
part of
gone.
the court as we see it.
In Chris Adcock, he's gone off court. He's gone to change his racket. Oh, there's a big gap there.
10-12.
Now, out come the scissors, I should think. Snipping the strings. Ah, he hasn't. But you could hear the sound of the shuttle off the strings. Makes a different sound, and therefore you know that the strings have been broken. Wide.
dealt with it in a good way this time, Chris Adcock.
13-10.
He simply needs to respond to the challenge once in a while if Ko is standing right opposite him and just lifting and lifting and lifting. Oh, marvelous interception by Kim Hyun.
13.
She really has improved a lot.
Yeah, we noticed. We were talking about it in Denmark, weren't we? It was just dramatic, the improvement in her front court play.
Service over.
She
14.
missed that one, but the idea was right. Get it below the tape. Just a little flick of the racket. I'm not sure how much influence the former great Rak Kyung Min has on the mixed doubles and women's doubles. We know that women's doubles is mainly taken care of by the former great Lee Kyung Wong. I don't know if Ra is taking care of women's singles or mixed doubles, but she was magnificent at those little taps below the tape from the back court.
Yeah. Oh, look at that. Oh, goodness. What a rally. Yeah, tremendous.
Service over.
What a fantastic rally.
15-12.
He almost reached that one, Ko Sung-hyun. And we see that the male players in the mixed doubles, they become more and more agile, almost able to cover all of the court, and that sort of makes space for the female players to cover just a little bit of the court and take some chances in that game.
16-12.
Yeah. Tremendous flick serve at the start of that rally from Chris Adcock. And from that moment on, the Koreans were out of position, off balance. Yeah, there he is. I said yesterday, I thought he was cutting down that mid-court area, stepping in very quickly, and there was another example. Unbelievable.
He doesn't really know where to go, Chris. Now it's sorted out. What a fantastic smash.
How did they get themselves out of trouble there? Fabulous retrieving. Look, Chris stretching there, controlling the net shot so well, and then the cross-court net shot. That was fantastic. Brilliant rally. Just 3 points
18,
away from this
12.
opening game.
Oh, whoa.
It was well wide, wasn't it?
Hey,
Service over.
that was... I can't believe he took that one.
No.
Look at this. If we see it again, yeah.
Oh, crikey. It was almost standing on the blue carpet.
Yeah, yeah.
Service
points away from the opening game.
Service over. 14-19.
Dump a little early perhaps there, Gabby Adcock.
That's a super cross-court net shot from Gabby. It's going wide as well.
It's going wide as well.
Yeah. Game points have arrived for the English combination.
Thank you.
Second time we've had a rally of 30 shots.
20-14.
Opening game to Mr. and Mrs. Adcock, 21-14.
Gabrielle Adcock, 21-14.
17 minutes for that opening game. And the English pair, well, they've carried their good form from the semi-final.
So we have variety and they don't. Yeah, so we know what they're going to do. We're on top of everything and we're not hiding from anything, so it's fantastic. Our variety, we're turning, we're varying the returns. Yeah, mid-court, switching side to side, working. Some power from the back, lots of similar drops. Yeah, just keep that in your mind all the time about the variation. Yeah, it's really good. Just taking them on in every area. We're better than them. Yeah, we're good at them, we're better than them. It's really good.
There goes the strings.
I'm surprised he didn't do that straight away, actually.
I think maybe he didn't want to break the rhythm. They were in a good rhythm.
Yeah, that would make perfect sense.
Fairly quick coaching from both coaches. Kang Kyun Jin, Korean pair, and Pete Jeffrey from England.
The English pair, two coaches here. Do they have the physio with them as well?
I don't know.
No.
Graham Harrell, the other coach,
Second game,
assisting Pete Jeffrey in this match.
play.
So one game to the good, 21-14 that opening game. What can the number 3 seeds from Korea do in response?
1-love.
Well, they've got to come up with something because they haven't really been in the first game, and we've praised the progress of Kim Ha-na. I think we also have to praise Gabby Adcock, because I've often been a little bit critical of her, saying that she needed to improve. I think she has. I think she's improved in the defense and the backcourt play, and one of the keys to this match is her keeping the net or winning the net against Kim Ha-na on most occasions.
Yeah.
So in my opinion, she's sort of grown into the mixed and is now an equal partner, so to speak. And I think that's helped Chris as well, that he can focus on the things that he needs to play.
Yeah.
1-2.
Oh yes, that's lovely.
Service over. 3-1.
Just guiding it in a downward direction.
Service over. 2-3.
Oh, good flick serve. Brilliant flick serve from Go Sun-hyun.
3-all.
And that will be advisable to flick a bit more, in my opinion, because even though we've just praised that she's progressed from the backcourt, Gabby Adcock, I still think that would be the key for the Koreans to get back into this match, to switch the English pair around.
And force Gabby to play from the back of the court.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because there's always this physical difference in the mixed doubles between the male and the female
Yeah,
player.
of course there is.
And you have to try to utilize it. And I mean, oh, that's in.
And it's a misjudgment from Go Sun-hyun.
If your female player cannot win the direct matchup at the net against the opponent's female player, well, then you have to try to get her away from there, make her insecure.
I like the idea.
Service over.
When was the last time, or has Gabby Adcock actually served low to Go Sun-hyun?
Yeah, she has.
'Cause
But the last she made was a
Last
mistake.
3 in this game so far. She's flicked.
She's flicked, yeah. She made a mistake, a service mistake in the end of the first game.
Wide.
Service over. 5.
I'm just wondering why Go Sun-hyun was standing so far forward to receive the serve.
But that's a good question. I mean,
Yeah, that's what my thought process was.
yeah, get the opponent to make the serve that they feel the most insecure about.
6-5.
The serve is certainly short of the mark.
Service over. 6.
Called wide as well. Good flick serve again for the goal. Oh, look at that defence.
What a defense!
That is brilliant.
Service over. 7-6.
Perhaps he's relying a little bit too much on his skills, Ko Sung-hyun, his technical, physical skills. We heard Jeffrey say in the interval, we know what they're doing, we know what's coming, so we can sort of react to that. Well, let's see what kind of serve is coming here.
He's more alert to
Service
that.
over. 7-8.
has got a very powerful smash, hasn't he, Go Sung Hyun? He's a powerful mover around the court. Incredible retrieving capabilities. Oh, that's clever.
We have, talking about the skills, I mean, we have Chinese pair is #1 in the world rankings right now. Jiangnan, Jiayong Lei, who's won almost everything, the World Championships, the Olympics, and so on. But I wouldn't necessarily rate Jiangnan as the best male mixed player. He's just got very, very good help from his partner. He's a very good player himself, but not necessarily the best.
So who would you rate as the best?
The two of these two we're seeing here, they are strong competitors, in my opinion.
Yeah, good return. Slightly loose, low serve there from Chris Adcock.
And the player that we haven't seen at all here at the Dubai World Superseries finals is Shinbek Chol,
Yes.
the teammate and partner of Ko Sung Hyun in men's doubles. Excellent mixed doubles player, in my opinion.
So, the English combination with a 3-point advantage here in the second game, having already won the first.
Just remember the variety. Remember the variety. So your flip's working really well, but we do need to put a couple of little ones in. But against my racket. Yeah, so that's okay. Look, we've got to keep looking for these push throughs because they're doing the same things, but playing off all the time. Just get initiative. I think everything else is good. Okay, doing well. Remember to take our time when you serve. Yeah. They're not returning aggressively unless you rush yourself. All right? One point at a time, push on.
Take your time on the serve. They're not rushing it. Not when you take your time.
Very precise instructions from Pete Jeffrey.
Well, immediately looked at his racket. Oh no, it wasn't the racket,
It was
it's
the wrist.
some strapping round his wrist. Come loose.
There's a short service to Ko Sung Hyun from Gabrielle Adcock, and it was actually okay, but still the Koreans managed to win the rally. Oh, that was a big chance.
That was a huge opportunity, wasn't it? Because Kim Ha-na was down on her haunches. Look, she couldn't have pushed forward. Wouldn't have got there to retrieve that little block. Oh yes, that's clever from Kim Ha-na.
11-12.
And if the Koreans want to win this, she's got to dominate the net more like that.
Yeah.
Close the deficit to just one solitary point. Yeah, that's a brilliant smash from Chris Adcock.
13-11.
Great placement.
by Kim Hana.
Yeah.
Oh,
Service over. 12-13.
This is a critical time, isn't it?
yeah, it is.
One feels that, you know, a couple of quick points to the Koreans and the momentum could shift. So it's vital that the English pair...
They're fighting back, the Koreans.
Yeah.
They're fighting back, and probably would have to be satisfied to go to like 18 all or 19 all, and then hope to take this second game.
Service over. 14-12.
Look at that. She played that shot as she was falling over. Still controlled it well.
Play.
Now, will she flick again? Yep.
Yeah, but she hasn't been
Service over.
very successful. I don't think they've won
14.
many points when she's serving to Ko Sung-hyun. And that's one of the things I feel that could be crucial if they go neck to neck to 18
Really
all,
close,
19
yeah.
all.
Oh, the luck of the net cord there from Gabby Adcock, but she created her own luck because she was taking the shuttle early, came from above it. Watch how her racket comes from above the shuttle, not from underneath it. Yeah, wonderful. That's where you get the luck, when you play technically well like that. Oh, sensational. My goodness me, where on earth did that come from? What a cross-court net shot. Look at that. Well, sometimes it's a shot like that that can change the momentum and change the belief.
15 all.
No, she didn't look affected by it. She wasn't
No.
celebrating at all.
No.
It almost looked like she lost the rally.
15 all. Good flick serve. Oh, what a return.
Service over. 16.
He's got that steep angle, Chris Adcock, and that's so efficient.
Yeah.
Just the flick of the racket.
Yeah, he's quick, isn't he? Quick coming forward. That's what we noticed yesterday, closing down that mid-court area, prepared to go forward to the net if necessary.
Yeah, that's a good read.
Oh, it's landed in. Why on earth take the risk on leaving that when it's so loose? Very loose over the net from Chris Adcock, that one there.
It looked out all the way.
3-point advantage and 3 points from the title. Oh, that was going wide.
Two really good points in Gabby Adcock's serve for the English side that could become the deciding factor.
In it. There's a good serve and an even even better return.
19-17.
2 tantalising points needed by the English pair for their first Super Series title this year. Good flick. Brilliant. Match point opportunities
Match point.
for Chris and Gabby Adcock.
Chris.
They've done it! Chris and Gabby Adcock. Their coaches embrace. Chris and Gabby embrace as well. 2 straight games, their victory over the number 3 seeds, Hyun and Kim Ha-na. Their first Super Series title of the year. It's only their second Super Series title throughout their career, having won the Hong Kong Super Series 2 years ago. Now they win the Super Series finals. What an incredible performance by Chris and Gabby Adcock.
Absolutely brilliant, mate.
21-14, 21-17, the margin of their victory in 37 minutes. Well, awfully careful not to take the shuttle before it crossed over the net, and the celebrations begin for the English pair. What a result for Chris and Gabby Adcock. Well, the celebrations, the English coaches, the English pair. What a result.
So let's get a word with our mixed doubles champions, Chris and Gabby Adcock from England. Gabby, how good was that?
Yeah, really good. No, I'm just in shock at the minute. I just can't believe we won that. I'm just overwhelmed with emotions. So yeah, it's pretty good.
I don't often hear you speechless, Gabby. There you go. Try and sum up how big a win that is, Chris.
Yeah, it's a very big win. The Korean pair have been fantastic all year, especially the end of this year. So our head-to-head wasn't great with them, but we were really looking forward to try and put right what we hadn't done against them in the past. And yeah, all week we've really fought hard when we've been up against it sometimes, and to come through with the win was amazing. And my legs went missing somewhere at the end there, but yeah, I got them back towards the end, luckily.
The fitness to try and sort of keep this going all week, it must be incredible.
For Chris, yeah, he does most of the running. For me, it's okay. But yeah, there's been some really tough matches this week. We've had a few 3-setters, but like I said, Chris has been doing his job really well.
We've got a fantastic team here and fantastic team at home, so we do a lot of physical stuff, so it's thanks to the coaches and Matt, the physio, and everyone back at home at Milton Keynes. And yes.
And a quick question we must ask about this incessant bum patting that goes on, actually. How many times does he do it in a game?
Well, I don't really keep count, but a lot of people keep saying we do it a lot, so it must be quite a lot.
I can get away with it. She's my wife, so.
Let's hear it for our mixed doubles champions, Chris and Gabby Adcock.
Well, they are obviously delighted, and so they should be. Well, they really were so sharp all match. We said they were sharp yesterday. That was the winning moment. The realisation that the title is theirs. Yeah, these final points. Yeah. Almost disbelief from Chris Adcock. We've done it. You certainly have. And you've done your country proud. 2 straight games. 21-14, 21-70 in just 37 minutes. Yeah. Coaches who have studied, have watched, and know the tactics that need to be employed. Well, 3 more finals to come, of course, and next up is the women's singles, and then the men's singles, and we finish with the men's doubles, so 3 tremendous finals still to come. Next up, of course, Okuhara, the sensation this week, against the former champion, Hyun. But we will have the prize presentation for the mixed doubles before that women's singles final.
حفل تتويج أبطال نهائي زوجي مختلط في سلسلة السوبر العالمية لريش الطائرة 2015 في دبي.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ceremony for the Dubai World Super Series Finals 2015 mixed doubles will now take place. Now please welcome the players for the mixed doubles presentation.
والآن لنرحب بضيوفنا المسؤولين الكرام لمراسم التتويج.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the presentation party into the arena. Dr. Lim Tiong Kiat, BWF Chair of the Finance Committee, Mr. Shuichi Yoniyama, Managing Director of the European Division of Yonex, Mr. Kyriakos Giannopoulos, Managing Director of the Hamdan Sports Complex.
والميدالية الفضية من كوريا.
Ladies and gentlemen, the silver medalists from Korea, Ko Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na.
First final in their 5th final this year that they've been beaten. Ko Sung-hyun and Kim Ha-na.
Ladies and gentlemen, the gold medalists and winners of the Dubai World Super Series Finals 2015 mixed doubles, taking home a prize of $84,000 from England, Chris and Gabby Adcock.
Well, what a fantastic way to end the year for English pair, Chris and Gabby Adcock. A second Super Series title to add to one that they won over 2 years ago. But a first English pair or player ever to be in a final, let alone win a title at the Super Series finals. They have made history today. Unseeded as they came into the tournament. And I don't think many people would have predicted that on Sunday they would be standing on top of the podium. They have done themselves proud.
Series Finals 2015 mixed doubles champions, Chris and Gabby Adcock. Super Series Finals 2015 mixed doubles.
So with the prize presentation finished, we have an opportunity to look back and see how Mr. and Mrs. Adcock won their title today. So with the women's singles final coming up next, a chance for us to look at the semi-final draw. It's always nice to see 4 different nations, isn't it? And 3 of the 4 seeds, the only seed not to make it to semi-final was the number 2 seed, Wang Shashian, who finished 3rd in Group B. Well, the 2 singles finalists waiting in the wings. There's Nozomi Okuhara and the former champion Wang Yihan of China. Well, Wang Yihan finished the year ranked 3 on the Super Series standings, having played 11 of the 12 tournaments. She reached 1 Super Series tournament final at the event in Korea. She's up against Nozomi Okuhara, who finished the year ranked 5, having played all 12 tournaments. 2 finals for her. She won her home event in Japan and reached the final of Hong Kong as well.